Welcome everybody to our new online series, the Freedom Series. So far we've shared a wonderful program about moving zones. Instead of living with a basement level view of life where we're deep in duality, with all the games of fear and separation and chaos and all the things we've seen, to be able to re-vibrate ourselves into a much more expanded state of awareness that allows us to experience our multidimensional nature and to have a very different view and experience of life on Earth. We then went into tuning the home, working with cosmic feng shui and sacred energy portals so that not only does our body radiate very particular frequency signals that's beneficial for human evolution, but our homes do too. Then we went into our source feeding program, which is also now live, which is more focused on the personal, global, universal ascension reality through the elimination of all our hungers by revitalizing our biosystem with source energy. And what a difference that makes to our individual experience, but also to our planet, if we are no longer needing to take external resources for even feeding ourselves. So source feeding program has been wonderful for so many now. Now we are looking at lifestyle as well, that lifestyle that allows us to just drop back into the most nourishing rhythm of energy that can give us all the gifts of the freedom matrix we carry within. But contact first with that pure and perfect part of ourselves that's really the boss of the biosystem. I often say how Socrates said, "Man, know thyself." And when we really know through experience who we really are, not just our ego, personality self, but our pure and perfect, already enlightened nature, when this reveals itself fully, wow, life is so different. So this is the first part of real contact, because this part of ourselves is all wise, is all knowing, is all loving, is all powerful, and it has the ability to completely transform us from the inside out, while also revealing our multidimensional nature and all beings in this universe and beyond who live in such a state of unity and revelation. Now, these ones are amazing. I've been in contact with these beautiful beings from the Ascended Master Matrix, the ones who've walked as holy, wise beings on our earth over thousands of years. They're still available. They may not have a physical body. They may not be walking around the earth in that form today, but they're still available to connect into when we match frequencies. Also, we have family, intergalactic, multidimensional, interplanetary family. And we put together recently the book, The Freedom Matrix, that shares a lot more from these ones about how they took themselves out of the zone of duality when they lived on Earth type planets and moved into the unified realms, and what happened along the way for them, and how we need to revitalize our systems now with the right energy so that it's like fertilization for all of the natural abilities we already have to reawaken and to blossom within us, so we all become telepathic again. Because telepathy is such a pure form of communication. So in our contact series, we'll be doing everything we can to really fertilize and really activate all these innate abilities we already have, through meditation, through stories and rewiring neural pathways, through a lot of work with the master glands, through recoding, through meditation, and just through flooding our system with the right frequencies so we can have the most consistent contact, come into that state of oneness within. So there is no higher self, lower self. We just are an integrated, whole, healthy being who is also able to connect way beyond our planetary system, to connect with networks, with family, with friends from star systems that are so much further along than what we have experienced in the last few hundred years on Earth. But there was a time where we had so much contact on Earth, and the evidence is in all our ancient cultures, from the pyramids, hieroglyphs, the wise ones from our First Nation people. They talk about that, how we are all descended from the stars. So I'm looking forward to just continuing on with our Freedom series, offering the Luscious Lifestyle program, because that's what also helps to get us tuned to these more expanded zones, and then going deeper, very deeper, much deeper, through our contact series, so that we can come into a much more unified state again, especially on planetary and universal levels. These beautiful beings, they have all the technology we need. They say our tech on Earth is about 0.01% of what's coming in. So we get absorbed by our little devices, but there's a huge superhighway, information superhighway of the most incredible understanding and wisdom that we can tap into, with great medical instruments coming in and diagnostics, with great new energy systems that will eliminate all pollution in our world, new ways of being that will allow us to transcend the burning of fossil fuel and go into a much better way of working to fuel our system. The source feeding program, so we no longer need to take the external food, because we're just being energized with free energy in a different way. So all of this is what our Freedom series offers, but this is our invitation for you to register with our upcoming source feeding program, and also Luscious Lifestyle program. But also, if you want to, why not undertake our existing programs? Living a Life of Effortless Ease, Sacred Art, Sacred Cosmic Feng Shui for tuning the home, the source feeding program, and the healing program that's also coming in. Enjoy. This is Jazz Maheen for the Embassy of Peace, just sharing some of our educational, holistic educational programs that bring in and will deliver the rhythm of health and happiness and harmony to all those who are open to this now in our world. We have been working for decades now, traveling all around our world. We know the methodology works. It has been trialed amongst hundreds and thousands of people who've had huge beneficial change in their lives.